comfortable seat. You're welcome to sit up on a blanket or a block. Props you might need, 1 to 2 blocks. If you don't have blocks, you can use anything. Books, cans, dinner, just kidding, not dinner. All right, so today, yoga hour practice. This will be approximately 1 hour. If at any time you feel like it's too much, go ahead and take child's pose. Yoga hour word of the day, together. I'm sitting in here alone, but in a weird way, I feel much more connected to the people around me. Not just around me here in Hawaii, but people that I'm connected to beyond this on the mainland and in different countries. Mostly because we've been forced to slow down. I've been able to spend more time connecting with those people. And it's a unique time in our world right now because we are all very much having to stay in and isolate. Then on the flip side is we are all doing the same thing. And no other time in this world or in my lifetime that we've been asked to do something like this all together. Not just a state or a country, but all around the world. So today for our practice, let's practice together, even though we are separated by distance. Bring your palms together. Take your shoulders right over your hips. Bring your chin slightly back so your ears are right over your shoulders. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, let your eyes close or gaze down in front of you past the edge of your mat. Begin to deepen your breath. Feel your ribs not only expand forward, but to the sides and back. Feel all 4 parts of your breath. The deep inhale, the top of the inhale where there's a moment of not inhale or exhale, the exhale, and then that bottom of the exhale where there's not an inhale or an exhale, a slight pause. Recognize all 4 parts of your breath. Then release your hands, open your eyes, and we'll start in child's pose. Big toes together, knees together. Deepen your breath. Try to breathe in the back of your ribs. If your forehead touches down easily onto your mat, bring the tip of the nose down. If the forehead doesn't reach down, option to bring a block underneath the head and rest the forehead onto the block or anything to support the head. 2 more deep breaths. Then take your hands shoulder width apart, come up onto your knees, tuck your toes under, keep the knees bent, keep the shoulders over the wrists. Press the inner thighs back, keep the core strong, and with the strength of the legs, push up and back to downward facing dog. The upper body will follow the legs pressing back. Press from the shoulders into the hands to extend. Keep the knees bent slightly. Keep pushing the inner thighs back. Reaching the heels back and then down towards the mat. If you'd like to pedal out your dog, lift one heel up, press the opposite heel down. Switch sides. Then come back to center. Bend the knees. Walk the feet forward to flat back. Bend the knees, hands to shins, chest forward, hips back. Push the inner thighs back. Push the hips back, draw the chest forward and lengthen the spine. Keep the inner heels pressing down, inner thighs back, forward fold, fingertips down to the floor, hands to blocks, face to shins. Relax the neck. Then inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant the hands down, step back to plank, feet together. Either stay here or flip the feet over for toes pointed plank. Press the heels together, make the legs straight and strong. And now press up between the shoulder blades. Press the inner edge of the hands down. Draw the index finger towards the thumb. Reach through the crown of the head. Don't let the head hang down. Keep the neck in line with the spine. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down to your belly. Stretch the legs back one at a time. Bring the hands just outside the ribs. Take the shoulders forward and up. Make the legs strong and lift the legs up. Lift the chest. Hug the elbows in. Cobra. Thighs off floor. Extend through the crown of the head. Reach the legs back. Straighten the legs, lift a little bit more in the thighs. Lift in the chest. And then exhale, lower down. Tuck the toes under, press up and back, downward facing dog. Take your right leg up. Step your right foot between your hands. Spin the back heel down, walk the hands diagonally forward and off to your left. Press the hands down and forward. Press the right foot down, draw the right knee out. Press the outer edge of the back foot down. Take the inner thighs back. Maybe walk the hands a little bit further out. Hands are shoulder width apart. Down dog lunge. Walk the hands back underneath the shoulders. Step the back foot forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands back down to plank pose. Flip the feet over. Tops of feet to floor. Squeeze the heels in, legs in, lift between the shoulder blades. Hold for 3, 2, and 1. Lower down to your belly. Stretch the legs back one at a time. Bring the hands outside the ribs. Press the feet down. Inhale, lift the chest up, cobra pose. Pull the hands down and back, hug the elbows in. Lift the chest forward and up. Bring the chin slightly back. Click all 10 of your toenails into your mat. Exhale, lower down. Press up and back, downward facing dog. Take your left leg up. Step your left foot between your hands. Spin your back heel down. Walk the hands forward and diagonally out to the right. Hands shoulder width apart. Press the front foot down. Draw the front knee out. Take the inner thighs back. Press the outer edge of the back foot down. Keep pressing the hands down and forward. Walk the hands back underneath the shoulders. Step the back foot forward to flat back. Exhale, fold. Step your feet all the way together. Bend the knees. Brush the fingertips down, Utkatasana, power pose. Lift the chest forward and up. Transfer more weight into the heels. Shoulders over wrists, wrists over shoulders, shoulders over hips. Hold for 3, sink a little bit deeper. 2, and 1, rise up, arms beside you. Tadasana, reach your arms down and in, stretch your spine up. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step your left foot into lunge. Keep the back heel lifted. Inhale, rise up. High lunge. Press your front foot down. Draw your front heel back. Draw your outer right hip towards your inner left thigh. Try and get the knee right over the ankle. Front thigh towards parallel. Lift the chest. Keep the belly toned, lengthen in the sides of the waist. Draw the triceps in as you stretch the arms up and back. Exhale, bring your hands down. Step back to plank. Feet hip width. Knees up or knees down, out of push-up, hugging the elbows in. Inhale up. Exhale back, downward facing dog. 3 more just like that. Inhale, plank, knees up or knees down. Knees down, it looks like this. Push up and back, downward facing dog. 3 more. Move with your breath. At any point you feel like you're losing the shape of the pose, bring the knees down. Another option is to hold plank. Last one. Take your left leg up. Step your left foot between your hands. Inhale, rise up, lunge pose. Work your back leg towards straight. Take your inner thighs back. Knee over front ankle. Squeeze your outer left hip towards your inner right thigh. Take the triceps, rotate them in, pull the arms back. Bring the belly in, ribs in, stretch the arms up and back. Exhale, bring your hands down. Step back to plank. This time 2 push-ups. Exhale down, inhale up, exhale back, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale down, inhale up, exhale back. This time you're going to inhale to plank and lower all the way down to your belly. Reach your arms out in front of you. Stretch your legs back. On your inhale, lift everything but your hips off the floor. Stretch your arms forward, legs back. Squeeze the legs together. Squeeze the arms in. Lift for 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Press up onto your hands and knees. Hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. Take your right arm up and off to the side. Thread it underneath you, working your outer shoulder, outer ear to the floor, twisted child's pose. Press your left hand down and away from you. Try and roll more to the outer edge of your shoulder. Breathe as deeply as you can. Then inhale, unwind, stretch the arm back out and place it down. Twisted child's pose, left side, left arm up and off. Thread it underneath you, working the outer edge of your shoulder down. Press your right hand down and away from you. Relax your head, relax your neck, and breathe as deeply as you can. Then inhale, unwind. Stretch the arm back out and place the hand down. Tuck the toes under, push back, downward facing dog. Take your right leg up, step your right foot between your hands. Place your back knee down, top of foot down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, bring your hands behind you and interlace your fingers. Take your shoulders up, pull them back and work the arms towards straight. Try and keep the hands cupped, not pulled apart. Lift the chest. Then take the inner thighs back, press the right foot down, right heel towards left knee, lift the chest. Reach the hands more towards the back heel than directly down towards your back thigh. Anjaneyasana, hands bound, monkey lunge. Then inhale, rise up. Place the hands on the inside of the front foot, heel toe the front foot out. Option to use blocks underneath your arms or bring the forearms directly down to your mat. Forearm lunge. Bring the palms together. Tuck the back toes under and lift the back knee up. Keep pressing the inner thighs back. Try and take as much round out of the back by drawing the chest forward, hips back. Press through your back heel. Again, don't let the head drop down. It creates rounding in the upper back. Gaze towards the thumbs, chest towards hands, inner thighs, hips back. Bring your hands back down. Step back, downward facing dog. Take your left leg up. Step your left foot between your hands. Bring your back knee down. Inhale, rise up. And then exhale, bring your hands behind you. Interlace your fingers with the less dominant pinky on top. Shoulders up, move them back and work the arms towards straight. Press the left foot down, left heel draws towards right knee. Inner thighs move back, chest lifts up. To deepen the stretch in the front hip, in the right hip, lower the hips down a little bit more. Keep pulling the palms towards each other, lengthening by lifting the shoulders up and back. Reach the hands towards the back heel. Then release your hands. Place your hands on the inside of your front foot. Heel toe your front foot out. Forearm lunge. Come on down onto your forearms, or option to use blocks underneath the arms or any way to raise yourself. If you don't have props, you can walk the hands forward. Then tuck the back toes under, lift the back knee up. Tendency is to drop the head down and let the back round. So I want you to push through the back heel, draw the chest forward, press the hips back. Lengthen in the spine. If your knee is really rotating out, turn the foot out to match the direction of the knee. If the foot is pressing evenly down, squeeze the inner thigh in towards the torso. Keep the neck in line with the spine. Keep breathing deeply. And bring the hands back down. Heel toe the foot back in. You'll step the back foot forward to flat back. Exhale, fold Uttanasana. Step your feet together in Uttanasana. Knees can be bent or legs straight. Fingertips in line with toes, or bring the palms to the mat. Then inhale, rise up. Stretch up, bring your palms together over your head and cross your thumbs. Inhale, lengthen. Press your feet down, make your legs strong. Exhale, crescent over to the right. Squeeze your legs together, think lift up and over as you crescent. Take your top shoulder, draw it back. Take the opposite hip and draw it back. Squeeze the arms in towards the ears. Root both feet down evenly. Then inhale, rise up. Switch the clasp to opposite thumb on top. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crescent over to the left. Press the arms in towards the ears. Keep the legs strong. Take the top shoulder, draw it back. Take the opposite hip and draw it back. Keep reaching up and over as you crescent. Then inhale, rise up. Exhale, bring your arms down. Tree poses next. Take your right foot into tree. Bring the foot to the inner thigh, palms to chest, or palms overhead. Try and point the knee directly out. Press from your left hip into your standing foot. Try and lengthen in the sides of the waist by reaching up from here and the outer shoulder up. Draw the triceps, rotate them in, and stretch the arms up and back. Then from here, you'll bring your palms back to the center of your chest and switch legs. Tree pose. Left leg. Bring your left foot on the inner thigh, anywhere on the leg above or below the knee. Point the knee directly out, palms to center of chest or arms overhead. Draw the triceps towards the ears. Stretch the arms up and back. Press from your right hip down into your right foot. Press the palms together. Then bring the palms back down, step the foot down. Take eagle arms, right arm underneath left. Tadasana legs. Squeeze the forearms in towards each other. Reach the arms forward so you feel the shoulder blades widening on the back. Keep pressing the feet down. Then release. Eagle arms in Tadasana. Left arm underneath right. Palms together. Squeeze the forearms in. Elbows in line with shoulders. Try and reach the arms forward so you feel your shoulder blades spreading across your back. Then release, unwind, stretch your arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step your left foot back into lunge. Spin your back heel down, warrior two. Front knee over ankle, working the front thigh parallel to the floor, back leg straight. Push your left hip, left thigh back, draw your right knee out. Reach a little bit more through your back arm to keep your shoulders right over your hips. Release the shoulders away from the ears, while still stretching the arms out. Straighten your front leg. Triangle pose, press your right foot down and forward, reach your right arm forward till you cannot reach anymore. Bring your hand down to your shin or outside your leg, stretch your top arm up. Press the inner edge of your front foot down, outer edge of back foot. The trick to triangle is it must be long enough. If it's shorter, you end up leaning forward and the hips push back. So wider stance will give you more space. Keep the neck in line with the torso. Try and take the top ribs back. Stretch the arms away from each other. Press the feet down and apart. You can look up, down, or directly out to the side, whichever works best for your neck, your spine. Then inhale, rise up. Exhale, bend into your front knee. Reverse warrior, slide your back hand down your back leg, stretch your top arm up and back. Keep pressing your left thigh, left hip back. Reach your right arm up and back. Draw your right knee out. Straighten your top arm to your capacity. Maybe walk the fingertips further down the back leg. Then inhale, rise up. Place the hands down. Step back, downward facing dog. Take your left leg up, step your left foot between your hands. Warrior two. Press your right thigh, right hip back. Draw your front knee out. Reach your arms away from each other. Relax the shoulders from the ears. Reach a little bit more through your back arm. Keep your back leg strong. Then straighten your front leg. Triangle pose, push your front foot down and forward, reach your left arm forward, till you cannot reach anymore, and then bring your hand down to your shin or outside your leg. Stretch your top arm up. Stretch both arms away from each other. The hand can't reach down, block or shin. You can look up to the side or down at your front foot. Press the inner edge of your front foot down, outer edge of back foot. Draw your top ribs back. Then inhale, rise up. Bend into the front knee. Reverse warrior. Slide your back hand down your back leg. Stretch your top arm up, back. Try not to let the arm just hang here, but have it be an extension of the stretch. Think crescent. Then bend the front knee a little bit more. Draw the front knee out and curl back. Keep pressing the right thigh, right hip back. Then inhale, rise up. Exhale, bring your hands down to your mat. Step your back foot forward. Flat back. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, flat back. Lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. Then inhale, rise up, stretch up. Exhale, arms beside you. Levitating sage. Take your right leg, stretch it forward and up. Either bring palms to chest or arms overhead and stretch. Now hold here for 5, 4. Keep lifting the leg. 2, try not to lean back. And 1, bring the arms, the legs down. Point the left toes, lift the left leg up. Palms to chest or arms overhead. You're gonna hold here for 5, lift the foot up. 4, don't lean back. 2, stretch up. And 1, bring the leg down. arms down. Elevated locust, hands bound. Take the shoulders up, move them back. Step your left foot back into a lunge. Stretch the arms back, lean forward. Option 1, stay here, just the tip of the toes down. Option 2, lift off with the back leg. Last thing to straighten is the standing leg. Reach the hands back towards the heel. Reach the crown of the head forward. Gaze slightly forward. And inhale, rise up, release the hands. Bring the hands behind you, interlace with the opposite pinky on top. Step the right foot back. Bend into the front knee, take the shoulders up, move them back, work the arms towards straight. Lean forward, look forward. Come up on your tiptoes or lift the leg up. Reach the chest forward. Lift the back leg up. Gaze slightly forward. And bring the foot down, step to the front of your mat. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step back to plank pose. Roll onto your right hand, outer edge of right foot for side plank. Option 1, kickstand. Option 2, legs together. Option 3, Vashisthasana. Bend the knees a little bit, take the top leg out, grab onto the big toe, point the knee up. Stay here or work the leg straight. Work the bottom leg straight. Hold for 3, 2, and 1. Bring the hand down. Switch directions. Roll onto the left hand, outer edge of left foot. Kickstand or keep the ankles together. Lift the hips. Bend the knees a little bit, reach around, grab onto the big toe. Point the knee up. Stay here or work the leg towards straight. Lift the hips up. Hold for 3, 2, and 1. Bring the hand, the foot back down. Come forward to plank and lower down to your belly. Come up onto your elbows. Take your left leg and bend it. Reach around with your left hand for a one-legged frog, Ekapadabhakasana. Stay here or flip the hand around, wrapping the fingers over the foot. Square the chest forward. Press the top of your right foot down so your kneecap lifts. Option 1, stay here. Option 2, elevated half frog. Slide the hand back, lift up. Draw the shoulder back, lift the chest forward and up. And lower back down. Release the foot. Come back up onto your elbows. Bend the right leg. Reach around, grab onto the right foot with the hand. Fingertips point at knee or spin the hand around. Square the chest forward. Stay here or slide the hand back just a little bit and push up. Keep pressing the heel just outside the hip. Notice how the shoulder wants to come up. Bring it down, lift the chest forward and up. Release the foot, come on down. All right, next pose, baby bird. Press back up to plank. Roll into your right hand, outer edge of right foot for side plank. Okay, bend the knees a little bit. Take the top leg, bend it, reach around and grab onto the foot with the hand. Option 1. Option 2, start kicking the foot back. Option 3, work the leg towards straight, bottom leg. Lift the chest, keep kicking the foot into the hand, curl back in the upper back. Release the foot. Bring the hands down, come back to plank. And we'll roll to the other side. Bend the knees, reach around, grab onto the top of the foot with the hand. Stay here or start kicking the foot back. Stay here or work the legs straight. Draw both shoulder blades together, lift the chest, kick the foot into the hand. And then release. Bring the hands down. Downward facing dog. Take your right leg up. Coming into pigeon prep, bring your right knee outside your right wrist, right heel to left hip. Bring your back leg down. Walk the hands back. Lift the knee up, and I want you to lift more through the left inner thigh. You'll feel the left hip come forward. Now place the thigh back down, top of foot down. Either hand stay directly in front of you, or it can come onto your front thigh. Adding a quad stretch. Without lifting the hips up, bend the back leg. What it looks like can be like this. Keep the hips down, bend the back leg, reach around and grab on. All right, so variations. If you can do this, stay here. Other variation is lowering the hip down and then taking the quad stretch. When you're here taking the quad stretch, you can stay here, or to deepen it, you lift the knee up and scooch it back a little bit. Either one works. Try and square the chest forward. Heel goes just outside the hip. And then release. All right, from here, we're going to move into wild thing. Press the hands down, lift the knee up, bring the knee into the chest. Then you're going to roll on to the outer edge of your left foot. Take that leg that's up in the air, the right leg, swing it back around, sole the foot down, press the feet down and curl back. Try to make the hips the highest point, and then unwind it. Come back through, nice and slow, downward facing dog. Other side. Take your left leg up, bring your left knee outside your left wrist, left heel to right hip. Lift your back knee up, lift more through the right inner thigh and bring it back down. Walk the hands back. So either hip up or hip down. Repeat the same variation you repeated on the other side unless there's something preventing you from doing that. That lifting the hips, lift the back leg. Bring the heel into the hip. Reach around, either fingertips can point at me or spin the hand around. Square the chest forward. Keep trying to draw your right hip forward. Hand can stay in front of you or onto your thigh. And then bring the foot back down. Bring the hands down. Coming into wild thing, bring the knee into the chest. Roll to the outer edge of the back foot. Just take it slow. See if you can slow this one down. Bring the foot down. Press the feet down and away from you and curl back. Wild thing. Try and make the hips the highest point. And then reverse it. Keep it nice and slow. And downward facing dog. Come on down onto your knees. Turn the hands around 180 degrees so the fingertips point at your knees. Mindful of this hyperextension in the elbows. Keep a slight bend in the elbows. Grip the floor with your fingertips. Okay, option one, work here. Option two, walk the legs back for plank pose. Option three, walk them together and do toes pointed. Heels squeeze together, lift between the shoulder blades. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the knees down. Spin the hands back around and swing your legs forward. All right, some core work here. Bend the legs, bring the hands behind the knees. Lift the feet up, lift the chest up. Come down halfway, toes in line with eyes, round the back. Come back up. Option, do the same variation, or now bring the arms parallel. Lower back, lift up, lower back, lift up, lower back, lift up, arching the legs straight, lower back, lift up, lower back, lift up, lower back. 2 more. Last one. Bring the feet down, feet hip width apart, bring the hands behind you so the fingertips point out. Take the shoulders up and back, lift the chest. Press the feet down, inhale, reverse table. Draw the shoulder blades towards each other, lift the chest. Walk the feet in just a little bit. Bring the right knee in, lower the hips, and as you lift the hips, straighten the leg. Press the left foot down to lift the hips up. Bring the foot down. Other side, bring the knee in, lower the hips down, and lift the leg up. Press the right foot down, lift the hips up, lift the chest. Lower the foot down. Lower the hips down. Have a seat on your mat. Ashtavakrasana. Hold on to the outer edge of your right foot. Lean to the left hip. Draw the knee back. Option 1, work here. Option 2, left hand to the arch of the foot. Push the calf in towards you and put on your yoga backpack. Clasp the leg down so you're clamping it on your arm and place the hand right in front of the hip. Bring the other hand outside the thigh. Cross the legs, squeeze the knee in, and now lift the hips up. Straight arm variation or option to bend and hold. For 3, 2, and 1. Lower the hips down, come back. Other side, grab the outer edge of the left foot. Draw the knee back. Take the right hand to the arch of the foot, roll the calf in, and put your leg onto your arm, anywhere above the elbow. Clamp the heel down, place the left hand in front of the hip, right hand outside the thigh. Cross the ankle, right ankle over left, flex the feet and squeeze the knees in towards each other. Then press, lift, and work the legs towards straight. You can do straight arm variation or bend at the elbows like chaturanga, or come back up for 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. Unwind. Bring your feet down. Forward fold. Then inhale, rise up, stretch up. Reach through your fingertips and push down through your feet. Then bring the arms beside you. Bring your hands onto your hips. Take the shoulders up, pull them back, and slowly curl back. Stay with your feet hip width, curl back. Standing camel. If it's okay in the neck, drop the head back. Or stay here breathing, legs straight and strong. Then inhale up. Exhale, bend the knees, bring the hands down. Bring the knees back down. Knees hip width, toes tucked or feet flat for camel pose, Ustrasana. Toes tucked makes it easier to grab the heels. If you regularly practice Ustrasana camel pose with the feet flat, go for that. Bring your hands beside you, shoulders up. Keep them up and just pull the shoulders back, side body long. Keep that and then gently curl back, bringing the hands to the heels or to the soles of the feet. Either keep the chin at the chest or lengthen the back of the neck to drop the head back. Breathe as deeply as you can here. As you rise up, head comes up last. Inhale as you come up, and then walk the knees together. Have a seat on your heels. Take a few deep breaths. Twisted monkey, downward facing dog. Take your right leg up, step your right foot between your hands. Place your back knee down. Turn your right foot out 30 degrees. Move your left hand forward 6 inches and out 6 inches. Turn the torso to the right. Either stay here or bend the back leg. Reach around and grab the outer edge of the foot with the hand, bringing the heel into the hip. Draw both shoulder blades together. Twist. Then add the upper back bend. Use the leg to help clamp the heel into the hip and the hand to assist. And then release. Step back through down dog to switch sides. So left foot forward. Bring the back knee down. Turn the front foot out 30 degrees. Move the right hand forward and out 6 inches. Just your torso to the left. Stay here or bend the back leg. Reach around and grab the outer edge of the foot with the hand. Draw the heel into the hip. Draw both shoulder blades together. Really lift in the chest. Again, use the strength of the leg to clamp the heel in and the hand to assist. Then release the back foot. Press back through downward facing dog. Bend the knees, look forward. Step or hop the feet forward. Flat back. Exhale, fold. And bend the knees a lot. Bring the arms parallel to the floor. Option to use your hands to help you come down or slowly lower your hips down. Reach your legs forward. Press the heels down. Slowly roll the spine down. Like the spine is a string of beads and you want each individual bead, each individual vertebra touch down on its own. Bring the arms beside you. Bend the knees. Urdhva Dhanurasana or bridge pose. We'll come in through bridge with the option to move to Urdhva Dhanurasana, upward bow. So feet are outer hip width apart. Arms are beside you. Press the feet down, take the shoulders up, and then pull them down to your mat. Lift your chest, lift your hips. Stay here and interlace the hands or hold the edges of your mat. Urdhva Dhanurasana, upward bow. Place the hands slightly wider than the shoulders. Hug the elbows in. Press the hands, the feet down. Inhale, press on up. Whichever back bend you're in, squeeze your inner thighs in towards each other. Breathe as deeply as you can. Then as you come down, hug the elbows in, tuck the chin, and slowly lower down. Stretch your arms and your legs away from each other. Notice how the ribs like to come up. Knit them back in, bring them down, and keep stretching the arms and legs away from each other. Bring the arms down beside you. So whatever pose you just did, we're going to repeat it with a one leg lifted variation. So either you did bridge and you lift one leg up, and we'll do both legs, or you do upward bow, option to lift one leg up. All right, set up by bringing your feet hip width apart, heels slightly in front of hips. Either arms down, shoulders up, and chest lifts, or hands slightly wider than shoulders. Press your hands down, lift your hips up. Upward bow, straighten your arms. One leg lifted, bring the feet in a little bit towards each other. Then bring the right knee in towards the chest, and then push up through the heel, straightening the leg to your capacity. Bring the leg down. We'll switch sides, bring the left knee in, and then push up through the heel, work the leg towards straight. Bring the foot back down. Bridge, slowly lower your hips down, upward bow, keep the elbows hugging in as you lower down onto your back. Bring the arms and legs beside you. Take a deep breath. Option to stretch your arms over your head again. Stretch and lengthen. Then bring the arms beside you if they're overhead. Bend your right knee in towards your chest. Interlace your hands behind your thigh and work your leg towards straight. Now the aim is not to get the leg towards the face. The aim is to straighten it and maybe get a little space under your lumbar spine. Tendency is to let the back round. So press the thigh forward, right thigh forward, and pull the leg with the hands. More doable option, you grab lower down, it gives you more space, or even just hold the edges of the leg. Notice your chin is not clamped down, the neck is relaxed, the jaw is relaxed. Switch sides. Left leg is up now, right leg is down, root the right leg down to your mat. Lift the low back up, press the left thigh forward. Then release the leg down. Reach the arms up towards the ceiling. Lift your head, your shoulders up. Slowly roll yourself up to seated. Come to Sukhasana, which is where the right shin crosses in front of the left and the ankles are underneath the thighs. Lift the chest up. Sit more to the front of your sits bones. Keep the feet flexed. So option to get up on a blanket to lift the hips here, if this feels like too much, or especially if you're feeling rounding in the low back, collapsing there. Either stay upright or option add a forward fold in Sukhasana. Forearms can come down. Again, try to get more towards the pubic bone pushing down towards the mat, opposed to the tailbone pushing down towards the mat. Couple more deep breaths, either the forearms underneath you or walk the arms out in front of you. And come back up. Switch sides, so now it's the left shin in front. Feet flexed, again, more to the front edge of your sits bones. Either stay upright or add a forward fold. Forearms can come down or you can walk them all the way out. Sit more towards the front of your sits bones. Think pubic bone down towards the floor. Lengthen in the low back. And walk the hands back underneath. Janu Shirsasana. Keep the right leg in, straighten the left leg out. Bring the arms on either side of your left leg. Square the torso over. Option to use a strap or a t-shirt or a towel to wrap if you can't reach the foot, or you can grab to the leg. And then fold on in. If you can easily grab onto the foot, another variation is to wrap a block around it. Press the back of the left leg down. And inhale, rise up. Parivrita Janu Shirsasana. You'll bring your left arm on the inside of your left leg, either grab onto the foot, the arch of the foot, or anywhere you can reach. Then bring the right arm around, grab onto the big toe. So option one, just try and stack the shoulders. Option two, duck your head underneath your arm, and now spin your torso open to the right. Press the left forearm into the leg as you stack the shoulders. Reach the right hip down towards your mat. Press the inner edge of your left foot forward. Press the back of the left thigh down. Come back up. We'll switch legs. Straighten the right leg out, bring the left foot in. Bring both hands on either side of your right leg. Square the torso over the right leg and fold forward, wrapping something around the foot, grabbing on the foot, or grabbing on the leg wherever you can reach. Again, option if you did this on the first side to place a block underneath the foot and fold in. Press the back of the right leg down. Lift the right ribs, right shoulder up. And inhale, rise up. Parita Janu Shirsasana, right arm on the inside, grab a hold of the arch of the foot. Then reach the left first two fingers, wrap them around your big toe. Option 1, hold here and twist. You can use a strap around the foot as well. Option 2, duck the head underneath and stack the shoulders. Push the foot into the hand and pull the foot with the hand. Press the right forearm into the leg. Lean back in your upper back. Reach your left hip down towards your mat. And then inhale, come back up. Straighten your legs out in front of you. Bring your hands outside your hips, about 6 to 8 inches behind them. Take the shoulders up, pull them back, point the feet. Option 1, stay here in the prep variation of ease stretch or bend the elbows. Then inhale, lift the hips. You can keep the chin at the chest or drop the head back. Keep lifting the hips. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the hips back down. Bend the knees. Reach the arms forward. Sit more to the front edge of your sits bones, lengthen. Keep the belly and the thighs together and fold in. Option again, you can add a block to your feet and pull. Breathe as deeply as you can in the forward fold. These poses are about turning your attention inward. Then inhale, lift your chest. Rise up. Bring your heels just past the front edge of your mat. Reach your arms forward and slowly again, belly button in, roll your spine down, pressing your legs down. Keep rolling down. And then bend your knees, place your feet onto your mat. Take your right leg, cross the right ankle over the thigh. Interlace the hands behind the thigh or across the shin. Suchirandasana, needle's eye. Keep the right foot flexed. Keep drawing the left thigh in towards the torso. Try and make the right shin parallel instead of at a diagonal. Then release, unwind, and we'll switch sides, taking the left ankle over, interlace. Flex the foot and draw the thigh in. Try and bring the left shin as parallel to the edge of your mat as you can, front edge. And then release. Shavasana. Take the feet to the outer edges of your mat. Bring your arms beside you. If you have any hair ties in, get them out. Bring your arms beside you, palms up, tuck the shoulder blades underneath you. Relax. Let your eyes close, soften your gaze. Relax your fingers, your toes. Let your breath breathe on its own. Begin to deepen your breath. Wiggle your fingers and toes to bring a little bit of movement back into your body. Take a deep breath in. Exhale it out. Reach your arms over your head for one final stretch. Bend the knees. Place your feet onto your mat. Roll on over to your right side. Keeping your head heavy, your eyes closed. And gently press yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Bring your palms back to the center of your chest. Lift your chest towards your thumbs. In gratitude for ourselves, each other, this community, this practice. Namaste. Thank you for joining me for class today and for practicing. Take care of yourself, be safe, be well. Aloha.